Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good night.
Oh no. It hasn't even been that long.
We have a renegade. We have a rogue.
Welcome back to the Fools Podcast.
Maverick.
This is Gallo.
You're Logan Paul.
Gallo Ortiz.
Logan Paul goes hard.
Logan Hard. Logan Hard. Alright. So, I have a few topics. What do you guys got?
I got Logan Paul
On the
being
mind?
defeated by Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel.
Ooh.
Man, he put on a clinic. This motherfucker did a buckshot lariat. Like, CM Punk can't even do that.
Didn't Jake Paul win his fight?
Oh yeah, and Jake Paul he beat Anderson Silva.
He did?
Yeah, he got.
Bruh.
He knocked him out too, no?
Nah, he knocked him down,
Oh, he knocked him
but he won by decision.
That's crazy. You guys saw the fight?
I didn't see it.
I saw little clips and shit.
Yeah, usually in those type of fights, like the clips will like come in pretty hot, you know,
Yeah.
like pretty fresh.
Everyone's there recording.
I'm a tired boy. And I realized on the last episode I was also a tired boy. And while editing, I was like, man, bro, when I'm tired, the me that I see like other people's perception of comes out, where I listen to a lot of what you guys say, but I try to I'll do like a joke, and then in the action, it's me talking over you guys, because you got talked over hella in that episode, but also you're doing a lot of talking, so it makes sense. But yeah, so I was like, damn. So every single time I'm at work and I'm tired, they're gonna see that guy, and that's why the perceptions of me are that. You know what I mean?
I suppose.
Interesting. But the only reason I saw that is because I was able to edit the episode and review how I speak to you
You
guys.
noticed everything.
Yeah, you guys can't hide those farts, by the way. I hear them all.
That's why because I'm a lady. I hold it. I don't poop. So what's that?
I was hoping we talked about that more. That's fine.
Nah, it's kind of gross. I don't even want to talk about it.
What?
No, not the fart, you fucking dumbass.
What are we talking about?
The perception.
Your perception of yourself?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Is
I
that
know
what you guys say?
I know I do that too. So, interrupt you guys for a joke. So I mean,
The way you do it, kind of a lot of malice behind it, dog. The way I see it. Yeah, because sometimes you do it, and like you know you do it, and then we make it obvious that you're doing it, and then you keep doing it.
yeah.
It's me.
I don't know. It's like I have a split personality. Like
We had pizza and coffee in the morning.
You're like those TikTok kids. You have 37 altars.
Nah, I just have two.
Each one is a wrestler.
And they're all heels.
And they are a sexy boy. Tomorrow you might want to kill your family.
I want to kill my mom. I want to kill my dad. I want to kill my grandma.
What the fuck would that boy say?
That shit was funny. I was like on that video for a long time.
Bro, that shit's just like too
You
funny.
find videos like that sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of finding videos,
Funny.
you know how I be sending you some like WWE stuff or whatever?
Yeah.
Apparently fucking that's what Instagram Reel thinks I like now.
Yeah.
They've been fucking bombarding me with WWE shit. I ain't watch them.
I forget who I was telling this to, but we're talking about like big seeing titties on Instagram and shit. And it's like
You like one picture of titties on Instagram.
Yeah.
One. By
Yeah.
accident because you're
by
one
accident.
buying.
It could be a friend and be like, oh, that's some nice titty meat you got, you know? And boom, everything is people you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Out
because
of nowhere.
it could be on your explore page and you
on
accidentally
your
click on it.
stories, dog. I didn't even think people go looking for other people's stories that they don't know.
Yeah, people have no lives, dog.
Yeah.
They do that
so
shit.
fucking on my somebody liked it. Somebody liked my story and they had like that like spam account fucking like AEDO00 fucking ass username.
Okay, so
And they liked the fucking like I put up one of Lord of the Rings. It's one of those funny videos that it's like what if it came out in 2007 and it's like the Linkin Park soundtrack?
Yeah, I seen that one.
Yeah, I love those, dog. Those are they hit every time.
They need to bring back.
They
old
could have
2000
ended
songs for fucking for.
Yeah, where's the 2000s nostalgia people making movies?
TikTok will do it.
TikTok would do it, but I mean like. I
want like feature film.
Yeah, I need an actual good film with just a bunch of old school like 2000 hits.
That's the thing about
we could
That's
do
why I
too.
like Never Back Down 1.
We could edit it.
That's the thing about
Also, that was also in the early 2000s.
That's the thing about the UFC is that the UFC never left the 2000 era. It's literally like something that's super cool and super dope, and it's still in that fucking era. Like it didn't die.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's crazy. What did die was the fucking ugly ass shirts though. The tap out shirts.
Yeah, those are
Nah,
disgusting.
for me it was Metal Militia.
And then both of those were gross, and
Hooligan?
the fact that people still have them on their cars, like
Tap out.
I see,
yeah,
Metal
and
Militia?
Metal Militia.
I see, anyone who has Metal Militia, I see them as more superior.
Who is that? Who's Metal Militia?
That's just a chick.
It's just a brand.
Yeah, it's just
Nah,
a
it's a fucking whole ass motorcycle.
yeah,
It's a motorcycle thing.
Yeah.
it's just
Okay.
hard.
If you actually,
So it's like hard.
if you actually ride dirt bikes, then I respect it. If you don't, if you just
So it's like Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the reason why I digged it as a kid, they had dope ass skulls and they had,
They did have dope skulls.
They had like aviator masks. You know how the IPA looks?
That was my outfits back in the day in middle school was fucking Grim Reaper shirts.
That was my
We've
desktop
talked about
background. My desktop background was a Reaper, and I think they use like the same Reaper now, like for like this joke fucking shirt, and it says "Give me your mom's credit card info," and it just shows a Reaper pointing. So it's like, damn, dog. A lot of the shit that you like as a kid, like, could immediately be changed into the cringe ass shit.
Yeah.
It's just funny. No, but back to the Instagram shit. So one little click fucks up your whole algorithm.
Yeah,
like,
it
it's so
does.
it's so
Yeah.
fucking weird, bro. I hate that shit.
My explore algorithm right now is the reels are hot girls doing stupid shit.
I don't even do that shit.
And in my fucking the regular posts on the Explorer are all JoJo memes. It's pretty
That's
cool.
funny.
Yeah.
Let's all look at your Explore page right now.
Why?
Bring it up, bring it
Yeah,
up,
why,
bring it up.
Nah, I'll show you.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me see if you're telling the fucking truth.
Okay.
I have.
Want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
I got Draw Me in Your Style. Is that Wolverine making out with Phoenix? That's Wolverine making out with Phoenix. Chainsaw Man.
Oh, it's also wrestler stuff.
A lot of art. Oh, that's sick. It's like Batman Beyond done in the American traditional. You see that one? I kind of want that done.
Let me see.
Batman Beyond in American traditional.
Where?
Can't
Right
find
there.
one.
Oh, you got your Hanna-Barbera, Cartoon Network,
Yeah.
Elvira.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's why I don't like cosplayer photos, cause like I know that I'm gonna get all cosplayer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I don't really fuck with that shit.
Yeah, and
I
it's
fuck
like,
with it.
and like sometimes like it's just like whatever cosplay, bro.
I have a lot of art and like
That's why like on when I'm on
concept.
streams and shit, I just go through my shit. I just be running through it, you know, like this, and I'm not clicking anything. So Instagram makes you forget like what you like, cause you're like, what the fuck does he
Instagram
like?
does forget what you
Yeah, because it's like, what the fuck, what the fuck don't you like? You're
Like,
just
there's-
passing by everything.
there's this
So
dope
like
ass,
it
like-
resets your explore page after a while. It's fucked
Black
up.
suit Spider-Man.
That's cool.
Yeah, they gave it like more of an alien skin. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so my algorithm, speaking of, gets fucking fuck. I was gonna say something specifically, but the Explore page made me. Yeah,
You got me
bruh,
looking at JoJo memes now.
the Explore page made me fucking.
That's what explore is meant to do, man.
I had to like recalibrate my brain to the podcast.
Forgot you on the podcast, man.
Forgot entirely. But speaking of social media in general, though, there's this thing I was thinking about earlier. You know that whole Elon Musk thing going on
Yeah.
with the verification status and everything.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, you know how sometimes when you go to like verify some information or whatever, or like with your phone or anything, they're like, oh, just show me a picture on your phone and I'll know it's you or some shit. And you're just kind of like, that's kind of weird, but okay. What if like, because one of the big things with the check mark is that they don't know who's actually who. So if they implement something like on social medias to make it like know for sure that it's you, something like uploading like a social security or some shit to it,
Oh, hell no.
and yeah, it'll become like the new norm, which means it will be used like as a thing as identification if that were to be a thing. If it was like, what's the word? Like governmentalized,
Yeah.
made to be like part of the government type shit.
If it was governmentalized, now we're gonna use that word.
Governmentalized.
Yeah, if it was governmentalized.
Tattoo. Where's your tattoo?
Exactly. So, but like the tattoo is gonna be your social media, and who knows? Maybe in the future you do have a QR code on your fucking wrist to your social media.
Oh, yeah, it's like, hey, bro, scan me. And at the
Yeah,
back.
scan me. This is my full podcast right there. There you go. You can find me here, and then
If you want my personal, it's right here.
my location's right here. My blah blah blah.
Now, you know what would be cool though? Getting a QR code tatted on you, and then so when people scan it, it gives them, it sends them to like
Rickroll.
a picture of like you doing something funny or something, or like a pick me up picture.
People have Rickroll tatted on them, and they have like AR, which is like if you scan over it, like something's like on top of the skin. So like there's like a
That's
fucking
how that
like,
Criminal Minds.
yeah, there's like a penguin dancing on them or something, and you like look at it on your phone and you're like, oh,
That's crazy.
yeah. So yeah, but like, if they start implementing that, then that also means that all those fuckers that keep calling you for fucking like fake ass debt, like the scam callers, the fucking
Actual debt. But
actual debt.
But I call them scammers.
But I call them scammers.
Ain't
The
getting my money.
the fucking all that core warranty shit, like all those fucking
Like
stupid ass shit that
telemarketers?
you get, yeah,
Telemarketers.
will now be on your social media pages. If that shit
Adding you
were,
and shit. Like, hey,
yeah,
bro.
if that shit were to happen,
Imagine.
you know.
Hey,
but
this
I
is
could see
amazing.
it though.
Promote it on Quickly.
I could see it though, you know. Like I could see them going like, well, there's only one true way to verify who you are, and then fucking Elon's dumbass probably do that shit.
Whoa.
That's why.
Twitter will be like the fucking opening door for it, and then the government will definitely be like, "Yo, yes, yeah, do that."
Elon Musk also wants to put brain like implants into people.
Yeah, that's
That
what I'm
sounds
saying.
good.
That's
Brain chips? That sounds delicious.
That was kind of cheap, y'all.
No.
No snack. Your head technology. So what Gallo is like hypothesizing isn't even far from like the reality if Elon Musk wants to put brain chips in your fucking head and shit.
And it only takes that one person to fucking have adverse effects to a said brain chip to make you go, okay, well now it's fucking happening, you know?
And what if you like the medallion? You can like download any like kung fu movies and shit, you know?
That's weird that you say medallion and not like Matrix.
I know, right?
Because the medallion.
No. No, stop.
Is that the Jackie Chan movie?
You could even say tuxedo. I would have took tuxedo over medallion.
Medallion's the Jackie Chan movie, right?
Yeah.
They both are tuxedo
Bro,
and medallion.
That was a trick question, actually.
Bro, like, I used to love I never seen that movie, but I love the trailer. It would come, the commercial would come on TV when I was watching Cartoon Network, and the theme song was "Hero," something about being a hero, and that shit hyped me up. I was like, yeah.
He was a hero.
The fucking the hero song for Spider-Man. That one hyped me up.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Nickelback?
Yeah, Nickelback. How'd it go?
There goes
my hero. Watch him as he goes.
And then on top of that.
And you know what makes me sad? Bother from Stone Sour, which is also on the Spider-Man soundtrack.
Is it really? Stone Sour was on the Spider-Man soundtrack?
Yeah.
I've been trying to look up that Spider-Man soundtrack like dead ass on eBay.
Which one?
Can't find it.
The first one? Or
For the first one. The first one slapped, bro. I'm pretty sure the other two slapped, but that first one, like, I had the CD and that shit was
This is a
amazing.
bopper.
That shit was non-stop bop.
I work with a lot of kids over there.
Oh, is that gonna be our first album, Non-Stop Bop?
Non-stop bop. That sounds cool.
All right.
I'll be making movie references to like Emperor's New Groove and shit and stuff like older movies, and no one ever understands them, right?
How old are they?
17, 18.
I didn't even know how to read time.
Bro, if you told them about Shrek, I'm pretty sure they would
don't.
get that.
Yeah, they know about Shrek.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's because tricks everyone the memes.
Yeah.
no one knows,
Does
like-
something have to be a meme for
no
us
one
to
really
fucking
knows
get it?
Spider-Man 3, right? But
Exactly.
the new kids I'm working with at this other store,
Damn, the new kids on the block.
yeah, I like almost dropped something, right? But then I caught it and I wasn't able to grab it fully, so I smacked it. So I saved it from hitting the floor. And I was like, and they
Did you
saw
burn
it.
your hand?
Huh?
Did you burn your hand?
Nah.
Oh.
And I was like, have you guys seen Spider-Man 3? The Tobey Maguire one. And they were like, yeah. He did the Green Goblin thing where he catches the vase. And I was like, yeah.
It's funny. I was thinking about Spider-Man 1 when he
I was thinking about Tuxedo.
when he catches everything
No,
in
when
the
I catch it-
334th take or
Well,
some
'cause
shit.
when he does it, he goes like, he just falls into Mary Jane's eyes, right?
Mhm.
But when Harry catches the vase, he's like, whoa. And he has like a dude, like, did you see that? I did that. And that's what happens to me when I catch shit. I'm like, oh, did you guys see that?
It's in my head, I'm like, damn, this looks too cool. You gotta make it like as if like you always do it. So
You know what's funny? I actually trained both my hands to be like I said.
Ambidextrous?
Yeah, like but with catching though. So like when I was at work, when I used to have that job, I fucking would catch. I would try to throw balls at myself, no homo.
Nice.
And then I'll catch it with my left hand.
Okay.
And then I'll just do everything with my left hand, and that she actually works. Every time something will fall, I'll catch it, and someone will be like, "Hey, that was a good catch." I was like, "Oh, thank you."
like I know.
Yeah.
Whenever I shoot something and make a basket, I'm like, oh, there goes my luck for the week.
There's like this thing at work. They're kind of like cones. They're basically cones. They're like really small though. It's about a mod pizza size with like a 4-inch height, maybe 6. And then fucking I would like try to throw it on top of like a whole stack of another one.
Mod pizza.
Kind of like the whole cup song shit. And I would like throw it and it would like land in them. And I'll be like, don't pay attention. Act like you always do that.
You guys walk away from explosions.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, the next evolution in that is me throwing it without looking.
Oh yeah, and walking away as you know,
Yeah,
as if you knew.
because I know it went in, even though it didn't. It fell on the floor or some shit.
You just walk away. It's like, whoa. The people look at you. That guy's mysterious.
I know of him, and I've seen that one show that he did on Netflix.
Bert Kreischer?
He's not that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not good at all.
No, it's because Joe Rogan went off on him recently.
Oh, he said, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, we get it. You're fat.
Yeah, basically.
You're a fat American man."
He said, you're not that built. I see how you look. You're not that. You're not that.
He said you're the equivalent of that guy that walks up to the basketball court and shoots the basket, and like he misses. But and then Bert's like, yeah, but every once in a while I make it. He's like, yeah, once in a while. And you think that like makes you dope? It doesn't. That shit was funny.
Yeah, it's funny. He did this like joke, and it still sticks in my head because it's literally like one thing that you would kind of get canceled for. It's some he put wax on his asshole. He called somebody up basically. It was like that other not funny comedian lady. She's blonde. She's blonde. She has like curly hair. She's also fat.
Oh man, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot.
Amy Schumer?
No, I said curly hair.
I don't know what Amy Schumer is.
And then fucking, well, anyway, so she came in, and he's like fucking like ass first toward her, like, can you pull this off? And it's like, it's funny, but at the same time, like, you could tell how uncomfortable she is.
Yeah.
She's literally like, I'm gonna leave. Like, I'm not doing that.
Where was this at?
On the show, on Netflix.
On a stand-up special?
No, his show. He's like out in the woods. Bruh, this motherfucker's out in the woods, alone, invites her. And the way that the first thing she sees, it's his fucking asshole waiting to get waxed.
Yeah, it's weird.
So it's like, bro, like this is a terrible joke. It's horrible. Like if it was like some dude that you understood, like would see this as funny. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But he just brought like some lady
Out into the woods.
alone into the woods. There's a dichotomy here, like.
And he does that a lot, actually.
Yeah, he does like really like
he takes,
when he takes off his shirt on
yeah,
stage and shit. It's
he
like
actually,
we get it,
He actually interviewed Adam Sandler with his shirt off.
bruh.
It was what Zoom call, whatever, and fucking he had his shirt off the whole time, asking him like dumbass questions. And Adam Sandler was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" You know,
Yeah.
like that face is like, I kind of don't want to be here, but I have to.
He was like, if Chris Farley did that, that would be hysterical. But you're Bert Kreischer, like. You're disgusting and stop.
And then he has like one podcast too that really annoys me.
Yeah, it annoys me too.
The one where he cooks.
Yeah, and then you sent me that thing where he was crying about.
Yeah. I didn't know
I
if
never
he was
spent
laughing.
time or whatever, blah blah.
I didn't know if he was laughing or crying.
Oh yeah, because
It was both.
I think that's how he did it.
Damn, we're just hating on that motherfucker.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really do hate that fool because like LA
No,
is.
I just don't like when comedians don't have a vast majority of material to work off of.
He even says it himself that his material is based on him being drunk.
Yeah, and it's
him
like
being
I know he's the
alcoholic.
guy who did the machine joke.
What machine
Like
joke?
he was in Russia and they called him the machine or something like that.
No,
But
no.
is he the same guy that was on the Comedy Central Voice?
no, that's fuck, I forgot his name. Sorry for an S, I believe. I'm gonna look him up. But yeah, fucking, I don't like him. I try to give him a shot on the show. I usually don't do that, especially if I know his stand-up was ass. But there's nothing else on Netflix, so. And I think Amy Schumer's in this new show with
Next
fucking Velma, and I'm like, fuck, I want to see this movie with Velma, but Amy Schumer's in it. I think it's on Hulu.
That sucks.
It does suck.
The only Amy Schumer movie I would probably watch is the one where John Cena's in it.
Which one's that one?
I don't know, but it's like a movie where like her and her mom are doing something, I think, and then John Cena pops up, and he's like a big role.
Oh, dude, John Cena's been in some movies though.
Yeah.
He was in this one with fuck, I can't remember the other comedian's name. He was the one that was in Bad Trip.
Which one? Eric Andre?
No, his
Hannibal
opposite.
Buress?
That's not, no, his opposite in Bad Trip.
Lil Ray Howery.
I don't know if that's his name.
Was it a black dude?
Yeah.
The one from the
Get Out.
Get Up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, the cop guy. Okay.
I've actually seen him live at the Improv.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's funny, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was in the movie with John Cena. He plays like this guy who like never like goes out or does anything like crazy. And then John Cena's the guy who does the stuff that's crazy. But the only reason that they were hanging out is because they were in Cancun or some shit, somewhere in Mexico. And then John Cena just kept doing crazy shit with his girlfriend. And he kept doing shit with his his wife because they got married over there or some shit. And then fucking, yeah, it's a pretty funny movie. It's one of those that's like, you kind of know what's happening. Like, you know, like the layout of the movie. So you're just kind of there for the jokes.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's Tom Segura, by the way. That's the voice of the Comedy Central guy.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's Cal Kinane. See, I messed it up again. Anyway, if you guys didn't know, there's some background here. We fucked up. But I'm not going to go into it.
What's her name? Tom Segura's wife?
Whitney Houston.
Nah. She has a really funny TikTok curation on her page, cause she's like no lives on TikTok, and all she does is scroll when she's not doing anything. And she's really into it's cringe memes, like.
Oh, okay, I get them.
Yeah.
I like cringe memes sometimes.
Yeah, I do too. And her stories are like a curation of all the best TikTok cringe memes that she sees that day.
I feel like we should do that for the podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like we should definitely have a fucking meme page.
Yeah, that should be
I
funny.
make memes.
Yeah, exactly. We could put those memes too. Bro, there's this account that has like, it's called like Worm Garden TV. And it's literally like they bought that fucking voice generator thing that you can use like Kanye's voice or Drake's voice. And all he does is fucking, he has a fucking JPEG of Drake and fucking, Kanye. And they just go, they're just like in Minecraft talking to each other. Hey Drake, or no, hey Kanye, what is it, Aubrey Graham? He's like, what the hell are you wearing? And then he's like wearing fucking like the full diamond outfit or whatever. He's like, I just did some mining. He's like, I burned all the diamonds in the lava yesterday. How did you get it in one day? He's like, I did a lot of mining. He's like, I know you can't do that much mining in one day, Kanye. And then Eminem's like somewhere else, and he's like, he did control blah blah, like the fucking like God mode shit.
Yeah.
And then Kanye's like, why you always snitching, Eminem? And Eminem's like, because you got me stuck in the aether. Let me out. And like there's like 100 of them. There's 100 of them, and like they follow a story. They fucking trap Eminem in the fucking ether in like one of the earlier episodes, and they never let him out. They even had a plot point where they were trying to get him out. Like, not them, but somebody else was trying to get him out. But then they took out a different Slim Shady, the real Slim Shady. And that was the joke.
So they left M in the.
They left Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, that's deep. That's what I mean about Minecraft, but Minecraft gets deep.
Oh, man.
That's like Matt Hardy.
I was watching this one YouTube video, and there's this one dude, and he's like, I let you on my server, and you build Auschwitz? And there's like a whole death camp right there.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and then that's one of those shits that like and then you send it to like a professor or some shit, they get banned from school.
Yeah, it's like, look at this.
Look what this kid did.
This is my history class.
Yeah. Those like things where like somebody makes like a funny ass PowerPoint for like a school project. It's like a World War II project, and they have the entirety of the death camp in Minecraft. They're like, but like they're taking it seriously though. As you can see right here, this is where,
Exhibit A, B. You see this picture here? This is what they actually gassed.
Yeah, and then like he looks in the ground. He's like, this isn't laughing matter.
It's like this.
6 billion lives. I think it was that amount. 6 million?
So around there, 6 million.
I think it's 6 million.
Yeah, 6 million is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot, dog. That's.
Was it 100 millions? 100,000 millions or some shit like that?
And that's what it sounds like, you know? Like, once it hits,
1 billion?
like, a million, you know, you're just kind of like you lose. You can't think. You can't fathom it. You know.
Yeah, man. I already know $500,000.
I wish I didn't. Fucking like dollar wise, it's getting expensive as fuck out here. I saw Black Panther.
Was it Wakanda Forever?
I saw Wakanda Forever.
But did you see Black Adam?
No.
I've been seeing a lot of recast T'Challa.
We're gonna do Black Panther and Black Adam reviews for no spoilers, right?
No spoilers.
Okay. So I'm gonna do
For your movie, because that shit's still out.
All right. So basically, in Black Panther, there's
Everybody dies.
dude.
We said no spoilers.
No. I thought we were doing the Don Cheadle and Mark Ruffalo thing.
What was that?
When Mark Ruffalo literally goes, oh, man, wait till you see the next one. Everybody dies. And then Don Cheadle's like, dude.
I like Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart. You see, I'm 57 years old. Damn.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I said it like, damn, you know, like, damn, I didn't. That's crazy, you know, like, damn. No, that's not how you said it. But I mean, I'll move on. That's not how you said it. No, yeah, that's how I said it. Damn, you know, like, so much experience. That's not how you said it. That's how you said it, Kevin. But anyway, and this is definitely a tribute movie. So much of this movie revolves around not only the actors grieving over the loss of Chadwick Boseman, but also like us grieving over the loss of Black Panther.
I hear that's what people didn't like about the movie.
Really?
Yeah, like
It's definitely like, such a strong point in the movie that
it's like keep real life events out of the movies, guys. That's what the whole time. And then we cast T'Challa.
The thing I feel about this movie is they did a lot of things in a very tasteful way.
Tasteful?
Okay.
Tasteful way.
Remember when Iron Man died?
Mm-hmm.
The character? And then in Spider-Man Far From Home, they had Iron Man's like mural on the wall. They did the same thing with Black Panther. It was like almost the same shot.
But it also reviews
Black Panther's actually dead?
Yeah, it also reviews the actual Chadwick Boseman murals that they make.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman. It mirrors not only that one, but also the one. Because see, this is the thing about the movie too, though. Since it is blending in reality and the fiction, there's two different things to watch in this movie. That's why I feel like when I watched it the first time, it made me feel like I need to watch it a second time because I wasn't able to grasp everything, you know. Because when you go to a movie, you want to be in the movie, you know. You're trying
immersed.
You're trying to be immersed, and my immersion definitely kept in and out.
No, that's a bad movie then. Just like this game, Elden Ring is a good game because I'm immersed. Because I'm immersed in it.
I'm going back into this because I was fucking.
Is that how it was for me when I first started playing Grand Summoners?
No, this is how it starts.
That still is. So, the movie.
But I can actually dodge in Elden Ring though.
Hold on. There's this feeling of sadness throughout the whole movie, but at the same time, there's a lot of like, well, what's next? Well, what's next? You know? And then as you've seen what's next, you're kind of like, oh, okay, I see. They're trying to like put in a lot of character development in this movie, and I mean a lot. And the way that they do it, it's like, as I said, very tasteful. It's everything's easy to take in and understand, and like you're kind of like, okay, I'll take that. And then at other times you're like, oh shit, that happened? Oh man. But there's other parts where I was in the movie, and it's just some things just didn't make sense, and it comes to the writing around some of the action scenes and stuff. There's this like level of intelligence that they give so many of these characters, you know? And then when dumb shit happens, you start going, how did that happen if this person's so smart? So they have Riri Williams did not have to be in this movie at all.
Who's that?
But she was a good addition for the sake of like her own movie or her own show. I mean,
Who is she?
Riri Williams is a part of like Marvel Comics like way of trying to add a lot of like younger, very smart people into the Marvel universe.
I thought you were about to say younger minorities.
That too. So like, you know, it kind of started with Miles Morales, but now
That's like a PR statement, bud.
but it was also for fucking Iron Man.
It's propaganda.
Wake up.
No, I'm just kidding.
It was also for Iron Man with Ironheart, which is Riri Williams. She's the new Iron Man, basically.
I really wanted to see that young kid from
Iron Man dies already?
be like the next Iron Man.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But I guess
maybe he is gonna be in it. Maybe you don't know, dog. Maybe he's in Ironheart.
Imagine Mysterio comes back. What was his name?
That's dumb.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, and now he's the new Iron Man.
Why did you just say yeah to any name you threw out? I love Christian Bale in what was it, Donnie Darko?
Bubble Boy.
Yeah.
What about Snatch?
Christian
No one's
Bale
in that movie.
in Bubble Boy.
Can you imagine?
I can't because I don't even really remember Bubble Boy. I just remember like that one bar scene, and then everyone kind of likes him, and then that's it.
Beetlejuice is in that movie.
Oh, Michael Keaton.
No, actually.
Beet.
But anyway, back to Black Panther. So, without giving so many spoilers away, there's just some things that they could have done scientific wise to beat their enemy, and they didn't do it. And in order to say like, oh, it's because they were angry or in a rush or some shit, it really diminishes the intelligence of not only them but like so they go to MIT, right, at this one point in the movie.
Maybe.
And then in MIT they do like a one-off joke of like, oh, they're at a school that seems like another one of our elementary schools. So it's like, okay, so you're saying every single fucking person in Wakanda, yeah, in Wakanda is fucking MIT level smart. So at that point, you're also saying that none of you guys thought about adding like more fucking like weaponry to a thing that happens later on in the movie in like a climactic scene. Like you see these vibranium, they move them like nanotech, like Tony Stark's nanotech. Sometimes they move them around like that, but in the movie they don't have that really at all. They only have it for the beads, and that's it.
You know what tripped me out during the first Black Panther? When I watched it, I thought it was a pretty cool movie, right? Like I like Eric Killmonger and all that. But like I was really disappointed with the final battle being just like Black Panther suit versus Black Panther suit. But one of the things I didn't even notice,
the whole war thing was cool though.
Yeah, that was pretty tight.
Yeah,
and it's funny because people don't even like that part. But I dug it. But yours was trippy.
I just really like the part when he goes to the other tribe. He's like, where you fight?
Oh, he's definitely a highlight in the movie too.
Where you fight?
M'Baku. Yeah.
I love their war chants too. M'Bambe.
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 There you go. That's cultural appropriation.
Right, in the movie they do some funny ass shit, dog. I don't even want to spoil any of that because that shit hit hard when you're in the theater, dog.
Because I'm a big fan of M'Baku.
Spoiler.
You'll be happy with him in this movie.
Yeah. All right, so check this out. I didn't realize that, because to me I thought they just had like high tech shit, you know. But apparently, like this, I don't know if it's true or not, but someone said that all their high tech shit involves vibranium.
Yeah, all of it.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like
even their fucking Black Panther involves vibranium.
No, that makes sense. But like you're telling.
No, I mean like the Black Panther himself. The drink that they drink is because the fucking flowers vibrate in vibranium-rich soil. So their entire thing is built off of vibranium.
That's crazy.
Because that meteorite that crashed down, they are like, oh, it's a sacred fucking blah.
That's
blah.
Fucked up. Oh, your elementary school, our elementary school is your MIT. Damn, sucks you don't got no vibranium.
Exactly. So basically, they're like blessed, and they can't trust anybody with it because
Wakandians are how you say it?
Xenophobic?
No, classism.
Classist. Fucking
Imagine if Kung.
I would say it, but the way that they hide it, the way that they hide it is that they're like, oh, we can't trust you with this stuff. Like,
that's what white people say.
We kept to ourselves because. That's the whole point of the movie.
We now hide in the mountains because.
Imagine if Kung Lao monks came down to America and they were like, y'all ain't even this holy. Y'all ain't got spiritualism.
I would hope they come down and they'll be like Sadhguru. Have you seen that fool?
Nah.
Sadhguru, he's like a
That one fool that was on Rogan's podcast?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like that and shit. The fool has a motorcycle and shit. That's just funny. He's like a.
No, you said stuff without anything.
He's like a priest monk. He talks and shit like spirituality. I think he's Hindu or
You must open up 12 chakras.
Yeah, I think he's like Hindu or I forget what actual spirituality or religion he is. But that was dope.
Yeah.
And you think he's like a regular monk or like a common man, but this fool has like a house and he fool has like a motorcycle he likes to ride. Like that's just funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, cause
so it's kind of like he's fake, but not.
Yeah. He's like in a robe and shit, but he has his sunglasses on and on the motorcycle.
That sounds like a fucking like early 2000s movie.
Yeah.
The Love Guru.
So like Hebrew Hammer. Hebrew
yeah,
Hammer?
like the Hebrew Hammer, or like not even like that, like a movie that takes itself seriously, like an action movie. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger driving away, and they're like, they sent the monks, and he looks back and he sees like the monks on the motorcycles. He's like, this is some unholy business or some shit, you know, like so, like some one-liner.
Cool, quick one-liner there, Gala.
Yeah. but anyway, back to Black Panther. Yeah, the whole movie is about resources and like colonialism and shit like that. So that's the whole point of the movie. Namor, badass. They brought him in. A lot of cool shit happened. They did like this thing where they're like blue on the sea, but when they go underwater, they're tan again. And you can tell it's because they can't do blue on blue.
What do you mean?
Because if you have like them blue underwater in the blue, you'd be like, where do they go? You know. But then it also like I don't know, in my head I was like, I can see why, but it doesn't make sense. Like, why are they tanning? They're blue.
Legit tanning?
Is it more blue?
No, so they go into why he's not and everything, but basically
he's a mutant.
Um,
Don't tell me.
yeah, I don't want to tell you this stuff.
Just tell him. He asked for it.
You asked for it. Nah, but like I said, they do everything in this movie in a tasteful way.
Maybe it's like because in the Winter Soldier, people there was people that didn't know that Bucky was a Winter Soldier. So when it's revealed that it's him, some people in the audience would be like, "No way! Is that his friend from the first movie?" Like that.
Yeah, I get you.
Some people.
But then even at that point, even at that point, even if you were to be like,
with that one too,
they did it. I was like Mysterio, master of tricks.
Hi, I'm from Earth 3721.
yeah,
like
this is 616. But anyway, fucking yeah, like even if they were to be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a mutant, fucking. Those people wouldn't entirely understand what that even means in the grander scheme of things. But if he did, it's because of the fucking... They already put Miss Marvel saying that shit. Like, she dropped the word. They already did fucking... In She-Hulk, there was like a thing for Wolverine in one of the computers. It said like, man in bar with 3 claws or some shit. Like, gets in a bar fight or some shit. Man with claws gets in bar fight. Yeah, I think that's what it said.
One of her potential cases.
No, in just like a fucking like tabloid.
Oh wow.
And then they also do a joke, like a one-hand off joke, where she's like gonna get her dressed for like a wedding or some shit. She comes out with like the makeup brushes as claws, like one of her friends. She's like, "Come on, get in here," and she goes back.
Isn't it crazy? Like Disney used to like buy off all the fables and shit. Now they're just buying off all the superheroes. Or they bought off like one side of the superheroes.
Yeah, I mean technically you still could use those fables.
And then they bought off the fucking Star Wars stories and shit. Like that's crazy.
Fucking
Hey,
I like the fact that we get to see everything though. I mean, let's say they never bought Marvel or they never bought Star Wars, we wouldn't have any Marvel or Star Wars right now.
Yeah, but then again, it's like we would still have good Star Wars, you know. Like people be like, man, because people all fight the 3 movies. They don't, and then the 3 new movies, and then they're like, oh, the shows are okay, I guess.
But if Disney never bought them, then they never would have made them.
Yeah.
No, that's why. That's good.
I don't know, man. I like the fact that
My life would have been better.
I like the fact that the actors still got the chance to do some stuff before. Sadly, most of them are gone now. So, also Kevin Conroy gone. R.I.P. Batman.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty sad.
That one got me yesterday. I kept seeing Kevin Conroy shit
everywhere,
and I was like, oh man, he's such a cool guy. And then I see on the fucking bottom of it like fucking R.I.P. and I'm like, oh what? And it's so sad how like in this generation, that's how you learn this news now. By like fucking seeing it like on a post.
Yeah, before you had to wait weeks for a letter.
No, you see it like on the news or some shit.
Yeah.
But no, man, that's crazy. Even the fucking the Kobe stuff, they had to learn that shit like from the fucking news. They weren't even told.
Everyone was
In
tripping.
person.
Well, that was a conspiracy, so that was a hit. So that one I get why it wasn't everywhere.
No, I said it was everywhere
was
before
everywhere.
they got to
Oh.
the family.
The day it happened, I was at work. I mean, I'm always at work,
Mm-hmm.
but
Damn, imagine being the family
How's-
and knowing that happened like that.
Exactly.
Just
No, exactly. They
scrolling through fucking Instagram and shit, be like, oh, rest in peace, Kobe. You're like, what the fuck? Like, that for you, Dad. I just
No,
said
he
bye.
just left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
my
said
mom
bye.
texted me. My mom was like, Kobe died. I was like, who the fuck is that? We talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah. It was a real sad
Kobe.
moment.
Yeah, I didn't
It was
even
really
like
sad.
really.
I cried when I learned that he was also with his daughter.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
It's pretty sad.
That
I
was
remember
the
being
sad
really
part.
sad about that. But I didn't really know who he was too much. And so when I saw everyone
I don't know
else
who he
checking
is
it-
at all. It's just the fact of the matter is his father and daughter
Yeah.
died because they like to take fucking helicopter rides.
He like
They're going to a practice, I think.
They were going to a practice, yeah.
Everyone was checking their phones and everyone was like, what?
But they didn't have to take the helicopters, what I mean.
Oh yeah, because he was like, oh, we could
He
be
just
late.
likes it, yeah.
we could be late right now. That's just crazy.
There's this bar I like a lot from Michi Darko on his new album where he's all like, what if the Mamba and decide to hop on that chopper? I'm like, damn, what if?
That really diminishes a lot of stuff, though.
Oh, what was that one joke from No
The song-
McDonald?
the song's called What If.
My favorite joke from No McDonald, he goes, I hate when kids from all the 9/11 kids, they start talking. They're like, man, I wish my dad missed that plane. It's like, don't you think you want to miss that plane hitting that building?
Yeah.
It's like that's why I hope missed. That's what I meant. This is funny. Fucking love No McDonald.
It's like, yeah, why don't you stop the actual event? Instead of letting it happen and taking away your death.
Yeah, he's like selfish much.
Like, imagine Eternity gave this man a wish, and he was like, I wish my dad was never on the plane. And Eternity's like, you don't want to just stop the plane?
No, this is my dad.
Like, of all the people on that flight that you could have took off, you're thinking,
You know your dad did this, right?
yeah. I know, like, I mean, I could take this guy, or I could take this guy, and you're choosing this one. Anyway, back to Black Panther. There's this soundtrack that goes on during the movie that's very, I would say, lackluster. There, in comparison to the first movie,
I feel like
We're
people
like
are lazy
the-
with soundtracks now, you know?
and that's what I'm saying. In the first movie, I feel like they fucking went off. Like, they fucking had their own album. They
that
had people
fucking
like.
Black Panther album was hard as fuck. The
I'm
soundtrack
tell-
was better than the movie.
They made it for the movie, you know? Like, they fucking, like, it was a passion project. And in this one, I don't know, I feel like they were just trying too much. Like, because they had to try to get the Latino side on this. They had to try to get the fucking original
Thanks for saying
soundtrack on
Latino
this.
and not Latinx. I appreciate that.
What, you mean Latinx? Latinx?
Latinx?
Latinx?
Latinx.
Latinx?
Fucking, but it's just, in this one, there's some songs that even come off and you just kind of listen to it and you're like, that's a Disney song. Like, that's a straight up Disney
Is this
song.
Kids
You
Bop?
put trap beat on a Disney song. Like,
What is it? Soundtrack type beat.
yeah. It
Wasn't
was,
Kendrick Lamar supposed to be the next bad guy?
what?
Kendrick Lamar said he
Who?
wanted to be the next bad guy.
But who's he gonna be?
In the last soundtrack, didn't he like steal like a I mean they sued him for like sampling this one African thing or this one like song.
I don't know, but there was this one
But there's
African
a lot
song at the end of fucking Black
tribal
Panther.
drums and shit. And that shit was
Yeah.
amazing.
At the very end of Black Panther, like end of credits, there's a fucking bop, bro. I had no idea what they were saying, but that shit went hard as fuck. It was like some African song, dog. That shit was amazing.
I'll stop right now, but
Did they have
already canceled.
Nah, dog. Like
did they have African
no, like I was looking at the name, and it was an,
Oh,
an African song.
There's a song on the first Black Panther album that I like to sing, and it's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but it's some African stuff.
There's probably some colonialists saying this shit out their mouth.
It's cool, bro. I'm one of the
I was mad at the French.
No, there are. In this movie.
I'm Latino, you know. I'm one of the fucking.
So in this movie, the French and the Americans are both looked at as kind of enemies, but like not kind of, Like they did some UN shit. So, fucking in the movie, it's Wakanda who represents, you know, like all of Africa and stuff and all the slavery and shit like that. But then there's also
slavery too.
But then there's also the fucking Mayans.
They're not ready for that, Angel.
The Mayans who had to experience colonialism from Spain, and like that whole shit goes on now too.
Crazy.
So now they have all. It's kind of like a dichotomy of fucking one got to like live there and like still like grow up and fucking experience the shit and everything else and blah blah. But the other ones had to leave, and fucking that's when go to Atlantis or some shit, and like so they didn't grow up with the outside world. They fucking they cut themselves off.
That's what dolphins do.
So it's Israel Adesanya versus Kevin Gastelum.
I have no idea what that means.
Dolphins actually were land creatures until after a while they're like, damn, this shit's hard up here.
Yeah.
So they went to the ocean.
And then the ocean's like.
Same thing with whales.
And they were like, oh shit.
Back in 2019, Israel Adesanya fought Kelvin Gastelum for the middleweight interim title. Israel's African, and Kelvin Gastelum's Mexican, and it was a crazy ass fucking fight, dude. Like, it was one of the best UFC fights ever. It was one of the craziest fights for Izzy. Like, it was when he really got tested in that fight. Kelvin almost won. He's like really shorter than him, and he landed a head kick on him. That shit was crazy, and it was cool too because like they showed all the in between round stuff, and I think at the start of the 5th round. Israel Adesanya was like, Umabiakum. And it means like Lionheart or something like that. It's pretty tight. And he was also, Izzy saying like his hyping himself up was like Umabiakum chant. And then also, he was also saying, like he was giving praise to Mexicans and shit too. He's like, I'm Mexicano, blah, 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 blah. Like, he's like, I got the heart too, like, cause Mexicans are known for having fighting hearts and shit. And so he was putting like major respect, and Izzy won, and it was a dope ass fight. He dropped Kelvin like 3 or 4 times in the last round. Shit was crazy. And after that, that's when he changed his style up, and he was the champion. So he knocked out Robert Whittaker, and then he went on to like pretty much pick people apart defensively. So he's been criticized for his defensive.
From the UFC pick apart.
Yeah, but he just got finished last night. Alex Pereira, his kickboxing Muay Thai rival, knocked him out again, this time in the UFC. It's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, but go on, Black Man.
That was 281 or some shit like that?
I don't know the numbers anymore.
They're pretty high up.
Yeah.
You think it's like at a point where it's like, let's just restart?
Infinity?
That's what, because I started watching during,
I can't wait for UFC 2.
Neo 2? Neo UFC 1?
They already had Overwatch 2.
Yeah. That was just an update.
That was an update.
That was just an update. It wasn't a real one.
You just got by the disc.
I started watching around like 206 or 207. 2000. That was 2016. That's when I was getting back into it. And now we're already at. That was 5 years or 6 years ago. So now it's we're already at 280.
Yeah, I mean, we're also already at this ad. We are back. So back to the Black Panther review. I saw it in Edward Cinema on fucking Screen X, which is that screen that's kind of like those...
Screen X-Men Mutant.
Holy shit! I didn't even.
Yeah.
Nah, fucking. So it's this screen that you see in Edward Cinema where not only is it the front screen, but it's the left and right as well. And like the walls have some extra shit on there too.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I was kind of hyped. Until it started.
And you're like, what the fuck?
And then, exactly. And then you start pigeon heading. Like, you start fucking just looking around. Like, you're like,
you have to sit in the back.
Especially since it's a Marvel movie. And you start like, oh, what if there's like a fucking, like, what if there's something on the side, you know? Like, what if there's an Easter egg or something? And it doesn't help that the very first scene of this movie, like, a lot of it, like, has the focus on some characters on the fucking screen.
But the time to the side people?
But the Screen X... Put Angela Bassett on the side. Put fucking Mbaku on the side. So you start like thinking like, oh, is there serious shit going on the side right now, or like what's going on over here? And no, none of it. Everything's supposed to be on the fucking front screen.
No wonder why you weren't immersed into the movie.
Yeah, and that's why I also think I wasn't immersed was because I was like confused the whole time. Because like only some scenes do that. Like some big scenes do that shit, but then other scenes are like focused on the thing, and it's like, how did you guys decide this? And also, so there's this funeral scene that you see in the commercials, and then on the trailers, and on the trailer, they're going down the street and you see people dancing on the sides. Those people go onto the screen X to keep dancing, but the second they break over that border, they turn into a GIF. So fucking, or GIF. But anyway, so they're dancing fluidly, and then they go to the other side and they're like fucking one frame moving, the other frame moving over, like fucking when you're in class and you draw like that stick man that dances on the corner of your page. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is it? And like the screen wasn't entirely lined up. So when they went to the other side, they kind of like went more up or like more down. Oh. And I was like, oh my god.
what if it just wasn't zoomed in properly or like focused properly?
Something happened, dog. But they definitely turned into GIFs because they were repeating their emotion. They weren't doing like they didn't keep the motion going.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh no, this screen sucks.
That sucks. So
fucking there's a lot of like underlining factors that go on in Black Panther. You got the like actual story that tackles like colonialism and shit like that, but then you also have the fact that it's a tribute movie and a mourning movie, and it's also a fucking it's also a movie that's supposed to raise
congested.
Yeah, it's also a movie that's supposed to raise their cast into new roles and stuff. And not only that, it's a Marvel movie, which means not only does it have to be filled to the brim with like these Easter eggs and shit, but it also has to fucking lead to the next films going on. So I just felt like there was a lot going on in this movie, and I wasn't able to digest it all while there. I did like the movie. I give it probably an 8 out of 10. I have to see it again. For now, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. But it's definitely one of the better Marvel movies that came out in this phase, which isn't saying a lot.
So,
currently. But Spider-Man is top tier. It's gonna be hard to beat Spider-Man.
That's like,
especially
you can't. Thor was the only hope for beating Spider-Man, and they kind of fell short.
That one's like bottom tier shit, dude.
I like that movie a lot, but still.
Nah, it's bottom tier.
Short.
What Geller was saying, Ivan, is your interests are bottom tier.
So fucking there's no end credit scene. There's a mid credit scene, and the mid credit scene is pretty dope.
Mid credits and end credits.
That's how it be now.
That's crazy. Sometimes I just want to leave, you know.
Like, I don't. I was watching, and then there's this guy called Mike Valdez with an S.
Oh sure.
And I was like, oh shit, it's Valdez with an S. That's me. That's my cousin up there.
Hey, since the Mayans, does that mean the Salvadorians?
No.
They're Guatemalans.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know that.
Because I think Aztec is Mexico.
Salvadorians are from
Mayan.
El Salvador.
Mayan too?
Yeah. No, they're Mayan.
So then the Aztecs are
Mayans
Mayans.
and Aztecs are both in Mexico.
They speak the Mayan tongue.
Oh, okay. So there's Mayans. I mean, so yeah.
But they are off the coast of Wakanda, which is in Africa. So, do with that what you will. I think it's around Haiti.
I know
I think that's where they are. I think they're around Haiti.
They have a Mayan blood in them.
I think they're around Haiti. And I don't know where Spain conquered, but
I'm a feminine
around there.
Muslim shady lady,
Yeah.
Especially the French. French had Africa for a while.
Yeah.
And
The movie starts with like the French trying to steal shit again. So yeah. So that's how they.
Where's
that's how they
Killmonger?
do
Well,
it.
they bought Jamaica.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Fuck it up. I'm just like, yeah, they brought him back to life. They did it again.
Oh, who was that one character in Daredevil that they brought back to life like twice or 3 times?
Electra?
No, the other one. In the show, in the TV show. What's his name? Nebu? Nobu?
Oh, Nobu.
Yeah, Nobu. That fool was like a zombie twice.
That shit pissed me off.
Damn, Nobu from My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
Nobu?
Yeah.
He was Nobu, and then when he died, he came back as Nomu.
You know what? That sounds pretty not Nobu of him.
He was noble.
In Noble.
In noble.
And he's like Infernoble Knights. Speaking of
Ow.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Real quick, I got a 2022 tin, the tin of the Pharaohs or whatever. I pulled a fucking Nobleman.
My gymnast has been wrecking.
Nobleman.
The newest one, the Nobleman, what's it called? Crossout? Nobleman and Crossout?
Oh, how much is that?
I don't know, but I pulled it and I was like, hee! He's a staple.
Yeah.
Fucking banish a bunch of shit real quick.
Those are one card that came out.
Crossout Designator?
Crossout Designator, that one. That's what it's called. There's no Nobleman in it. I wonder why.
But it is the Nobleman guy.
It is the Nobleman guy though.
Yeah.
Of Crossout.
Nobleman of Crossout.
I've been thinking about like killer clowns and shit. And like about the resurgence like we mentioned in the other podcast.
Did that podcast get released?
Yeah, I think so, right? Did it not?
I don't know.
I think it did. But there's this I've been trying to write like a sequel to it. And I only have like a few plot points right now. But I got this pretty cool death I wanted to talk about.
Just in case we didn't release that one, I said there was like a thing going around that the main character, the main guy from the first one, is like no one believes him. And I'm like, I don't want that to be the plot.
Exactly. That's what
they.
they like originally wrote in, like as the script for the newest one. That ended up in development hell, and it's like good, stay there, because that sucks, dog.
That would be so stupid.
So I was thinking, it starts off, it's gonna be like the same town or whatever, but there's clowns that haven't left yet. That like stayed on Earth because when they left they just kind of like did it out of nowhere.
They just did.
Technically those popcorn clowns are still in that room, in the hamper. There's clowns that they left. So the leftover clowns from the first invasion, they fucking they set up like a little camp. They're like underground. They're fucking what's it called when you don't have any nutrition or anything?
Malnourished.
They're all malnourished, and like so they look creepy. They're creepy ass clowns, but they're scrawny now. They just have like the big overflowing suits, and they're sending out messages to space with the fucking with a clown horn. Okay. And like so like the town sometimes hears a clown horn, but they drop it down to superstition. So it's and then fucking a ship comes over, and the ship immediately knocks down the whole like new millennium fucking shit that we could use. So like they hit a satellite, they knock down our cell towers and shit basically. Like we can't update no social medias about nothing. That's mostly how I have to start the movie. But I have this cool scene, this cool death scene that I want somebody to like look out and there's like a balloon, right? And the balloon's like floating up to him. And then like he's just looking at it and it's like fucking like what the fuck? And then the balloon pops and it like Gus frings him. Like fucking like half his face is fucking gone and shit. Like when it pops, like it's like a balloon bomb. And fucking and then like he fucking like falls over like a ledge or some shit. And that alerts that the other people are like, oh, I just heard balloon go off. And then the body falls down. Poof, they all look at him and then that's the reveal of the face. And that's when I want to be like, that'd be really cool.
Balloon animals.
Because what this movie really needs is a lot of cool killer clown deaths that need to be done tastefully if it's CG, but mostly needs to be in fucking practical effects because that's just how they look. Yeah. They're the practical effect,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they need to be done that way. If they CG'd them, it wouldn't look like killer clowns from outer space.
CGI gets boring to me after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if they were to do that, like if they were to CG them, I want them to CG their eyes and spit coming out their mouth or some shit. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I want to see them blink and shit. Like
Terrifier 2 used a lot of practical effects. It was tight.
Yeah, I want them to, because the practical or like the effect that they did in the first movie where they cotton candied people look kind of dumb. That's the only thing I want to see kind of changed. I want them to actually
shot them with the gun.
Yeah, yeah, with the cotton candy specifically. I want to see like an actual like kind of more gritty fucking like cotton candy enveloping somebody.
Oh, like
yeah, like if anything, it could be like that scene in The Grinch where they
it could be like how
they rewinded him taking everything off of the roof. I forgot how they did it, but like there's like this. I think he just rips everything off, and then they rewind it and it shows him like putting everything on or some shit. But
I get you. So like,
something like that. Like somebody's already like wrapped in the cotton candy, and then they like unwrap them, and then that's the scene that they use to wrap them. Some shit like that. But that's all I really have right now. Bro, they're making a game and they're making all this other shit. How are you not gonna make a movie? And I don't want a TV show because I don't think it needs it.
Dude, I definitely do not want a TV show.
They talk about a lot of things with TV shows.
Because, like, it doesn't... I want a TV show for something that has story. You know?
Yeah.
Like a heavy story. I want to go into a Killer Clown movie and see killer clowns.
Yeah.
I just want to see killings with clowns.
Yeah, with clowns. From outer space.
Now introducing the
No one can hear you
man-eating
scream.
chicken.
Is that... we're going to make a alien porno and in space nobody can hear you scream.
It's vast in space.
Damn you. Black Adam review.
That was
The
cool.
Rock. Dwayne. The Rock Johnson. If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
You saw the video where like they reversed him doing it and then he goes back into doing it?
Nah, that sounds amazing though.
It's a real
You
funny
sent that to
video.
me?
They like edited it. Yeah, I was trying to look for it. That shit looks funny as fuck. He's like,
The Rock stars in Black Adam, a movie about a dude
who got Shazam's powers?
who has Shazam's powers.
But
Captain
like
Marvel.
first,
Yeah. And
It's really tight, and this is not going to be a spoiler-free review. There's going to be heavy spoilers.
in fact, real quick, there's this drink at Edward Cinemas called Panther Reborn. Blackberry whiskey, amaretto, gin bourbon, amaretto, and blackberry and lemon juice and club soda. That shit was fucking fire. I wish I had way more of it.
Yeah.
Wakanda
But, yeah.
forever.
Nah, it's called Panther Reborn.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
Yeah, I like this movie a lot. Like, it was really tight. It was action-packed. Hella action. Hella killing scenes. Like, it's pretty cool just seeing The Rock.
Hero kill?
The Rock just, like, electrocute people to death.
Damn.
Blow them up. Rip their arms off.
That's deep.
Just fucking...
Killer kill.
Hey, yo, kill, B. Yo, kill. Yeah, it was
What a
tight.
killer do? Killer kill.
I guess, I mean, the movie has you think that this kid is from the beginning who did, like, this little, Diamond Dallas Page. Okay, because people say, okay, Diamond Dallas Page is a wrestler that does, like, this diamond thing with his hands.
The Tien,
Yeah, Tien Shin Ha.
Tien Shin Ha.
Yeah, he does that
The Illuminati
because
symbol?
his, the Illuminati symbol, because his finisher is called the Diamond Cutter. And, like, it's basically the RKO. You guys know what the RKO is. So,
Okay, out of nowhere.
yeah. So he basically had that move. Traditionally, it's called the Diamond Cutter, and yeah, Diamond Dallas Page would do this. And then Jay-Z started doing that shit, and then people were like, Illuminati's triangle, blah blah blah. While this little boy who starts a revolution, I forgot what the country's called, because we watch Young
Well,
Justice.
I forgot what the fucking... Because everything in Black Panther, including Namor, was changed to fit the thing where he's like now
Mayan.
Mayan and shit. I forgot the name of... I think his name was a Kukulkan or some shit like that, and which is like the serpent god.
Clock?
No, but yeah, I forgot the name of the fucking city and stuff, so I'm gonna cut you some slack.
Yeah, because in Young Justice, that Queen Bee girl, she lives in Kurak. It's like a
Kuwait?
It's like a fictional version of
Hold on.
Iraq and shit.
Can you wait?
Kuwait?
So this place is kind of like that. It's not Kurak, but it's like similar to it. I forgot what the name was, but basically, the ancient version of that city, this little boy starts a revolution by doing that thing and standing up to like the people who are enslaving them.
Tien Shin Ha.
Yeah, and they use that diamond symbol, the triangle.
And
And
he was
then-
the first member of the Illuminati?
It's funny that you say that because in Black Panther they did a thing where, you know how they made us do the fucking Wakanda Forever.
They
X
didn't
on our
make
chest?
us, dude. Everyone was just
Yeah, but we did it though because it's like
awesome.
It's a cool thing to do, you know.
Yeah.
But then they try to do the same thing for the people of Atlantis. It's not called Atlantis; it's called something else. But the fucking because Atlantis is like more Greek or whatever. But since it's Mayan, it's not Atlantis. But they're doing like a Kamehameha thing.
Oh, that sounds kind of
So like everyone did it, but like in my head I'm like, bro, no one's gonna be doing that in public. Like we do that for Dragon Ball Z. Like I don't think we're gonna do it. Like meaning fucking name more shit, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just felt like it was a reach like on their part.
There's
Like
more
That's
Morphin'
a
time.
reach.
yeah, it looked like Morphin time, but they did it like toward their heads and shit, like to represent like a shark, I guess. Shark.
I don't know.
And like it's supposed to say hi or some shit, but I don't know. There was nothing to it. I just felt like the Wakanda fucking Bombay and all that shit was more memorable than Kamehameha.
And shit,
Yeah, they could have did fucking
Oh, I thought you were like start
Mahalo?
up a car real quick.
yeah, they could have been Mahalo, but like a fucking fish.
That-
Mahalo.
Yeah, like
That would have been too Hawaiian.
yeah.
That fucking reel you sent was funny as fuck. When you get really far to the end, the piss, fill your car with piss.
Oh yeah.
And then the guy goes, vamos a Hawaii. And he's like, what does that mean? He's like, it means let's go to Hawaii in Spanish.
He's like, yeah, I can fill it up. I got high octane Powerade piss. Gatorade piss. He's like, yeah, let's go piss boy. Like,
So anyway, yeah, this fictional country thing, they fast forward and then like they're being oppressed by the intergang. And there's some little kid with a skateboard. He's edgy because he has a skateboard,
Whoa.
but he's also a super big nerd. He carries comic books in his bag and shit.
oh, Peter Parker and Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. So stuff happens. They summon Black Adam, and in the beginning, the origins kind of makes you seem that like Black Adam was that little slave boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then it's crazy because like later on, I was kind of like thinking like, damn, that might be The Rock as a little
Yeah.
boy. But yeah, later on, it's revealed that it's actually that little slave boy's dad, and that's The Rock. And I was like, whoa. And like The Rock says this line where he's like, he basically says, the world isn't the same without his son in it. And I almost cried. I was like, fuck. Like the world was beautiful, but now it's not because his son's not there to protect it. Because his son was a
Like God of
superhero.
War.
I never played those games, but this shit was tight, bro. I was like, no. And it was really cool. It was a dope movie, hella action. I like the fact that that's kind of the reason why this Black Adam is like kind of not evil, not good. He's like in the middle because, you know, he's not who his son was the hero, and he's like the motherfucker that just gets pissed off and is rage filled. And
Oh my God of War.
they introduced these this Justice Peoples. They introduced Hawkeye. He was dope. He was a cool like leader of the group.
Hawkman. Imagine they named Hawkman Hawk Guy.
Hog guy.
Yeah, instead of who will win, Hawkeye or Hawk Guy? You think so? I mean, one arrow to the wings, man. It takes away the whole Hawk part.
He got down. Like it was cool seeing him go toe to toe with Black Adam and like beat the shit out of each other. And then they introduced this one guy, Atom Smasher, and I was like,
Bro, fuck Adam Smasher. If you guys seen Cyberpunk, fuck Adam Smasher, dog. Piece of shit.
This guy
destroyed our lolly, dog.
oh man, not the lolly. So yeah, this guy. It was kind of funny because like Henry Winkler played his dad, like his. grandpa and
No, he
shit.
didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Henry Winkler?
Yeah, he's like the young recruit, like you know how like in Ant-Man, because he's basically the Ant-Man of this story, right?
Henry
This movie.
Winkler.
Henry Winkler is the Hank Pym.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I forgot that actor's name. Anyways, you know how like Hank Pym is like old already, and
Yeah.
then Paul Rudd is the fucking Scott Lang, the young
Yeah.
Ant-Man. Well, now we have the young Atom Smasher, and then they like he opens up his like his fucking FaceTime device, whatever, and it's fucking Henry Winkler, and he's like, "Hey, take care of the suit," and I'm like, "Oh my, that's pretty funny." And so he was the comedic relief in this movie, but it was like it was just the same kind of the same jokes as Ant-Man. So
Yeah, that's so funny how they're like actually copying.
yeah, they're dead ass copying. And so when cause he did the joke before the fight. He was like, "Does anybody got any snacks? Cause it kind of takes a lot out of me." And it was supposed to be funny, but I was just like, "Yeah, that was funny when Ant-Man did that shit
When he asked for the
in
orange
2016."
slices.
Yeah. Any orange slices? But then like so I was kind of hating on him already because of that, because they were like basically rehashing Ant-Man. But then I was like, you know what? Comics did that shit all the time, and this is basically the movie equivalent of that. So I'm gonna let it pass. And then the Twister girl, the Twister girl was all right. She was kind of. I would rather have Red Tornado. But
I would rather have Tatsumaki.
You and
One
your
Punch
fucking
Man.
anime, man.
You fucking weeb.
She was
Anime is better than comic books. Manga is better than comic books.
She was kind of cool. She was kind of like, when she was using her, I like tornado characters. I don't like their, like, tornado thingies, but hers were kind of, like, whack. And then, it was only really cool when she combined
her or Storm.
Storm.
Yeah.
And it was...
Fucking right.
And it was
Was
cool.
that Halle Berry or, what's his name?
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
It was cool when she combined her attack with the big dude, because the big dude, like, threw his punch into the tornado and got more power out of it. That shit was tight. And then, so yeah, that was, like, her one highlight. And then, Dr. Fate, one of my favorites.
If somebody, like, rolled the fucking tornado, like how fucking Goku Kamehameha Blast fucking went around the fucking, what's her name? Khalifa's fucking beam. He fucking
Oh, yeah.
did an ollie on that shit. Like he fucking grinded.
that
Yeah,
shit.
he grinded on it and he fucking like went off.
Can
And
you
fucking,
do it? Can you do a thingy on that key blast?
Yeah.
It's called a grind, bro.
Big that one. It's called Graham, bro.
Where was I? Oh, Dr. Fate's in this movie, and he's one of my favorite DC superheroes, and they nerfed the fuck out of him. It was pretty sad to see.
They didn't open and close it. They just did it and they were talking.
That's a whack.
Yeah.
Like, he's already, I mean, he's Kent, right? And he's super old, and the actor was cool, and he was pretty sassy, and there was some cool moments and shit. And
Dr. Fate?
Yeah, Dr.
Dude,
Fate.
I was looking forward to Dr. Fate so bad.
Me too. But he's literally, it's like they literally watched
Doctor Strange?
It's like they watched Infinity War and Endgame, and they were like, oh, so Dr. Fate's the DC equivalent of Doctor Strange. Oh, Doctor Strange have time powers? All right, well, we're going to make time his whole stick. And so the whole movie, he was basically like, I know what happens in the future, maybe. And I was like, come on, bro.
But why don't they just make him the same as he was in Young Justice or something? You know, good.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, like, his jokes and shit were funny, but, like, his fucking actual, like...
This motherfucker never jokes around, though.
Yeah, but his actual... No, he does.
In Young Justice?
Yeah,
never
he
jokes
does.
around.
He's, like, cool with he's hip with the kids, man.
No, he wasn't.
They
He
look up to
fucking
him.
hated. He hated all of them.
The fucking helmet,
He
yeah.
wanted to take over. Exactly.
The helmet, yeah,
the
but
helmet,
now-
Doctor Strange, yeah.
But not the fucking
What was
guy.
it, Nabu?
Yeah.
Fucking Nabu.
So, in Young Justice, I don't really... It's kind of weird that that Dr. Fate's Vandal Savage's son. It's kind of crazy.
That was weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
They like to do things just to do them, but
Yeah.
what I mean is like Nabu takes over, you know, when
Yeah.
he has the mask on. So like that's not the person under the mask talking. That's Nabu talking. So when Dr. Fate's talking, it's Dr. Fate.
Yeah, but no, the actual old dude's like fucking... All he
Yeah,
talks
but-
about is time. It's kind of annoying.
Mhm.
And then, but that's like the whole point they're trying to make with him. Because he does, like, he's like this... He sacrifices himself. And I'm just like, And then, like, they show off his... Like, he could do Ankh beams and Ankh shields and shit. And I love Ankhs. It's one of the reasons I love Dr. Fate. And, like, I didn't really like the special effects, how they showed those powers off. And they weren't even that strong. And then, like, he also would duplicate himself. And then, so, after he's dead...
Very Doctor Strange.
Yeah. After he's dead, Hawkman... Like, they kept showing this scene of Hawkman dying. And then, it happens. Even though Dr. Fate already sacrificed himself. So, he was supposed to...
He did it for no reason?
Yeah, it seemed like he did it for no reason. But then, turns out Hawkman duplicated himself. And he did it by holding the helmet. I was like, that's not how it works, but okay. It kind of bugged me. It really bugged me.
It's not a spoiler to me. Is that a spoiler?
No, he says he's gonna spoil it heavy.
Oh,
Yeah.
heavy spoilers.
See,
I thought he said he wasn't going to spoil it.
no, he said
And then after that, he said heavy
no, he
spoilers. so I got
didn't
confused.
want you to spoil the Wakanda movie for him.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I'm gonna watch that.
Alright, I'm not going to tell you about the mutant that shows up.
And then,
Don't tell him about who gets the pierce.
No, I won't.
Alright.
and then,
Storm.
huh.
What happened?
Whoa, but Black
What are
Panther's
you
dead
talking
already.
about? He won in the review, dog.
We're just
You weren't supposed to
joking.
look up at that time.
Yeah, we're just joking around, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I blocked out the first two things you guys said, but then you said Storm, and I was like, oh, shit.
Maybe I was talking about Halle Berry.
Maybe I was talking about Halle Berry, dog.
She's not Storm, she's Catwoman.
Isn't she both?
Yeah, she's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, but she shows up
As
in the movie
Catwoman,
as
yeah.
Catwoman.
She's like, oh damn, one movie.
She's like, no, I'm Black Cat, not Catwoman.
As you can see.
That's a power couple right there. God damn.
Black Cat and Tom Holland?
Storm and Black Panther.
Oh, yeah, definitely a power couple.
Yeah, so
Definitely a mega level fucking mutant kids.
As you will see in the Wakanda Forever movie. But go on.
it's kind of weird that like Hawkman's literally like serving right under Amanda Waller. That's what happens in this movie. And then their mission was to make Black Adam, like, turn him in, right, and like imprison him and fucking make him say Shazam so he's weak and shit.
Oh.
And so
also like the comics.
yeah, so but since he was sealed away and not just fucking living the whole time, he's actually like normal
just
age.
him's normal
Yeah.
age. Okay, that's cool.
And
Well, that takes away all ways to defeat him when he shows up in Shazam. So
but he's not totally evil though, so he's not like he's like anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
And
that doesn't sound like a hero to me. That sounds like an anti-hero.
Sounds like he goes against heroes.
yeah, so basically
Very anti-hero. No, but not like that.
I just mean he's not a hero.
when
You should have thought of
when they
something
have the
else.
talk and he reveals that he was actually the hero of the past, the father, he says the words and he goes back to normal and then they imprison him, and I was like, wow, is this movie ending already? But nah, it keeps going. This one, the main bad guy that they killed off earlier, like a few seconds ago, he goes to hell and then he becomes a Satan guy.
H-E-L or H-E-L-L?
H-E-L-L. And it was trippy because when they show the king of the past, it seemed like he had just like a pentagram on his whole chest and stomach, but they were like kind of covering it. So I was like, okay, they're not gonna show the whole thing. Or that makes sense, this is still like a movie. And then no, later on they show the whole thing. I'm like, oh shit. And then later on the
Constantine's coming back out. They're gonna make a Constantine 2 with fucking John Wick.
hell yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
And then they fucking show a whole ass Satan guy, and he comes and he starts tearing shit up. And I was like, whoa. And then they beat him. And like he was kind of really strong at first.
So you're saying that we're one step closer to real life Trigon?
Yeah.
Trigun.
Trigon.
Not the anime though.
Daddy of
Angel keeps bringing up anime.
yeah. We keep swapping.
Love and peace. That's all I'm saying.
Love and peace.
Yeah, so it was pretty tight. And then one of the things I wanted to touch on was the fact that the little boy from the beginning, it was kind of cool because like him trying to teach Black Adam like catchphrases and shit like that, it was really like T2.
T2.
Yeah, it was fucking tight. So you get like this cool superhero movie with Terminator 2 vibes and fucking The Rock just being badass and shit, and it was dope. I loved it. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
You did?
So every time,
Because the most of the shit was like, I kind of didn't like that part. Oh, I hate that part. But, I mean...
but great movie.
But great movie. I loved it overall.
Fucking that's kind of what I said about Black Panther, and I still gave it the same score.
You did?
Yeah. Well, because, like, everything was done tastefully and everything, but, like, there's just some, like, if I go to see it as a movie, there's just, like, some lackluster stuff that came with the fucking intelligence of the characters not being matched throughout the entirety of the film.
With how they're trying to be
What
portrayed.
way did you give it?
I gave it an 8 out of 10, but that's
This
because...
is why they make sorry-ass movies.
You're kind of right.
But only kind of. Well, because, like, Angel, you like shitty movies.
I like actual shitty movies. I don't like good movies that claim to be good, but they end up being shitty. I actually take fun in watching shitty movies. That's why I watch, like, the Marvel movies and stuff.
That's why you watch The Room on repeat?
That's why you like Medallion and Tuxedo.
Yeah. That's really goofy to me. Like, for Jackie Chan to be a Kung Fu master because he has a tuxedo, that's just goofy as hell.
Yeah.
Fucking love
Not
that
because
shit.
he's an actual Kung Fu master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also...
What does he know? What is his...
Fuck, it's
He's a stuntman.
Well, no, I mean, no, he actually does know, like, art.
That sounds like a pretty cool hero name, actually. The Stuntman.
Yeah, that fool broke a shitload of bones during all his castings. I think he broke, like, an arm or two during a Medallion.
That would be the Stuntman's fucking, like, power. He could, like, regenerate and shit.
That fool was scaling down, the shipping containers in the shipwreck, and then he was shimming down two of them. He fucking got stuck in between two of them and shit.
Fuck.
That shit dislocated his arm.
Yeah, he would, like, break arms and shit and, like, want to be like, did you get the shot? Like, I can do it again.
Yeah, that fool was crazy.
Which also, fucking, what's his name? Hawkeye did that shit.
Oh, yeah?
When he filmed that dumbass movie Tag.
What movie said?
He had a movie.
Hannibal Buress?
Yeah, with fucking Ed Helms, I think. It was back in the Ed Helms era where he was making a lot of movies like fucking the Horrible Bosses, stuff like that.
Oh, that fool.
Yeah, so fucking Basically, he's like the most athletic one of the group, and they all have like this lifelong game of tag, and they fucking like at weddings, at very important things in life when you don't think it was gonna happen, he tags you, and they're like, fuck, and like you like, eventually like the friend will tag another friend, and the friend will tag another friend, but this one guy never gets tagged because he's just too athletic. And then the other three start teaming up like, oh, we're gonna get him. And that's like the whole movie. But there's this one scene where they're inside of a
movie though, because I kind of want to watch it now.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
Damn.
But there's this one scene where they're in a gym, and they fucking like those big
I wanted to
ass
see it too.
chairs like that are stacked up. Like it's like stacked up to an obnoxious height where like you don't think anybody could actually stack that. So anyway, he gets on top of the chairs, and he's gonna do that thing where you like ride him down like to the floor.
Oh, what?
But when he does that, the chairs didn't go with him. He just kind of fell down. So he landed on his hands, and he broke both his hands.
Oh.
And then he kept filming. He was like, yeah, whatever. Well, let's keep going. Like, did you get the shot?
Jeremy Renner?
Jeremy Renner, yeah. And then he filmed the rest of that movie with broken arms. And they had to, like, have one cast that was, like, green screened. And then he would, like, take it out periodically to do a scene.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And it's
That's
funny because
weird.
he did all this for a shitty movie.
I feel like I have to watch it now.
Remember Leonardo DiCaprio and Django?
Yeah, with
When
the cut.
yeah, the
on
cut.
his hand, and he put it on the girl. And shit.
Yeah, when he fucking crushes the glass in his hand, and then fucking.
I feel like, I don't know. I
That
feel like I would
was
have
crazy.
sued. I'd be like, this motherfucker puts blood on my face.
I was like, this was racist, dog.
Yeah. He was like, he was scared to say the N word, but when it came to rubbing blood all across my face, he was okay with it.
He was in the scene, Gallo. He was in the scene.
I hear stories that he didn't like saying it, alright?
Yeah, exactly. He was scared to say it, but when it came to the blood, he was like,
It's just blood.
yeah. I guess they are in
you-
Hollywood, you know.
I think it's because he wasn't scared because he knew his blood was pure.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, I think so. He's
That's
like,
what the Scientologist told him.
yeah, he's like, your blood is pure.
Leonardo DiCaprio is a Scientologist?
No, I don't think so.
I know Tom Cruise is.
Yeah, he is.
I know there's a few people who are.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for tuning into the Fools Podcast, where you can be a fool.
And not fool yourself.
This has been Gallo V.
Angel G.
And Ivan know.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.